Hello and welcome to this short video about finding resources through the library. My name is Ben Alloy. I'm a librarian at the Phoenix College Library, and I'll be walking you through this tutorial to help you with your assignment. Keep in mind, for your assignment, you need to evaluate something and make a persuasive case about why it's valuable or worth your time or helpful or just of high quality. So with that in mind, we're going to jump down to the library homepage and go to OneSearch. OneSearch is a great tool that can help you get access to just about everything the library has to offer, from physical books to online ebooks or articles or even online streaming videos. So it's a wonderful tool, but it does have one problem, and that's that you usually get a lot of results when you do a OneSearch. So I want to show you a couple different ways that you can narrow down your search results so that you can get right to the most relevant material that will help you with your research and make your time really efficient. So for this demonstration, I'm going to use the recent film The Joker that just came out. So I'm going to type into the OneSearch box and just put Joker, the title of the film, and do a quick search. And you'll notice when I do that, I will get a lot of results. So 304,000 results. I do not want to look through that many results. So there's a few things I can do to narrow it down. Number one is I can add some keywords. So particularly for a film like Joker, which has a very just kind of short, open-ended title like that, I might want to add something like the director's name. So Todd Phillips. Right. And then I might want to add something like review if I'm looking for movie reviews. So I could put that in, or film or something like that, and do a new search. And by adding those few keywords, you can notice I cut out almost all of the other results. So I went from 304,000 to just 887. So that's a good start. There's a few other things I can do to limit the results. So number one, I can limit just to fully available online so that I can read whatever it is, an article, an ebook, or watch a film online through my browser. I might want to go down and look at content types. So some of you may want to use ebooks or a journal article for a certain study, right? If you're looking for movie reviews, newspaper, magazine articles are usually a good place to go. And then finally, I might want to limit by date. So I know that this film came out in 2019, so I can limit to the last 12 months. And I know that anything that was published before that, before the movie really came out, is probably not about that film. So now I've limited my results to 676, and you can notice the first several here are all movie reviews. So that's what I want to find, right? That's what I'm looking for. So I can click on one of these, and it will open up the article for me through the library database. Now, I'm already logged in, but if you're off campus and you want to use an online resource like an ebook or a streaming film or an article, it will prompt you to log in with your MEID and password. And once you log in, you'll have full access. So you can see this film review of The Joker. I can read the whole article right here in my browser. Usually film reviews are pretty short, so I might want to grab 3 or 4 and look through them and figure out which ones are most relevant or what ideas I can use from them. All the databases will have certain tools, right? They're not always exactly the same, but most of them you can link to your Google Drive account or email to yourself. So if you find 5 or 6 different articles, you can send them all to your email and kind of collect them with the link to get back to them when it's time to read them. And all of them do have a citation button, so this will really come in handy. If you find an article or resource that you do want to use in your research, you can click on citation, and for this class you guys will be using MLA 8th edition. So it does the full citation for you. So now I can copy and paste this, and my citation is 99% of the way done. I say 99% because sometimes there's still a little trimming you may need to do. So for example, with MLA, you really don't need the access date, which is a date you looked at it anymore. So except for in some cases, you can take that out. And remember, for this class, your instructor would like you to remove the HTTP prefix here, so you can remove that as well before you put it into your paper. And then lastly, don't forget that your instructor would like you to delink the URL. So once you put this in your paper, you can right-click on it, hit remove hyperlink, and that will take care of that and just make it plain text. Okay, so I can go back in my search and look at my results again, and maybe there's 2 or 3 different articles that I might want to take a look at, or maybe I want to change my keywords and find something different. So for example, if you're looking at a video game, you might look up reviews of that video game, but then you might want to search for an article that just talks about studies linking video game use to learning or hand-eye coordination. So you could put in some different keywords to find whatever information you feel that you need for this assignment. We're just about done with this tutorial, but I do want to point out over here on the right side is our Ask a Librarian 24/7 chat service. So if you do have any questions or need any help or have questions about citations or finding sources, please don't hesitate to type in your question here, and there's a live librarian any time of the day or night ready to answer your questions. Okay, thank you very much for your attention and good luck with your assignment.